Hey, what's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be doing an oil change in a 2021 Subaru Outback. Let's talk about the supplies I have assembled, compiled, put together for today's project, all right? Well, one, I'm wearing a white t-shirt, all right? My kids and I thought it'd be funny on Father's Day here to just do an oil change in a white shirt, see how it works out for me, all right? Next, got the oil drain pan. I've never used this one, so we'll see how this works. Link this in the description. I'm using Mobil 1, fully synthetic, OW20. I'll also link that. That is some good stuff. Got a 17 millimeter long socket, deeper socket there. We're gonna be installing a Fumoto oil drain plug. If you're not installing this and you're doing a regular oil change, when you grab your OEM filter, make sure you get a crush washer for your drain plug. You're going to need that. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem on your hands. And maybe that's why Subaru says in the manual to call them to do it. But this is an oil change. We can all do it. Channel locks, if the last person used an impact driver to put on your oil wrench, and then just an adjustable wrench, get this put on there, all right? All right. You don't want to make a bigger mess. And again, I'm in a white shirt, so we're hoping there's no mess. You're going to put your mats down here. My mats are custom cardboard. All right, then you're going to locate where the oil drain plug is. Follow this along. There's going to be an opening right here, all right? That's going to be your oil drain plug right there, 17 millimeter. You're going to open that up. Boom, drain it into this, okay? Drain it right there. Okay, so now, like I said, I've never used this pan before, so I'm hoping it works. If not, hey man, we'll have a fun video together, right? I think I have another video where I had an oil spill in Philly, right on the sidewalk. All right, so you're gonna break this loose. Oh man, nice, that wasn't too bad. All right, so once you break that loose, it's really just gonna be, you can do this by hand. It's kind of move quick, so there's not too much spilling. Okay. All right, not too bad. So we're gonna let this drain for a minute. We get this wiped up when we come back under here, all right? Okay, so while that's draining, next thing we're gonna do, I like to do, this is how I prefer to do it, is I'm gonna loosen the oil filter, the oil fill plug, and the dipstick. I'm not gonna fully take this off yet. I'm gonna loosen it a little bit. That's gonna drain, maybe facilitate more of the oil draining. Sorry, facilitate more of that oil draining out down into the pan below. So, oh, hey, let's check it out. White shirt, still clean. Hopefully we didn't jinx myself. All right, so in theory, I could be able to get this off by hand. But that's in theory, right? I had the dealership do this oil change. So, I'll see. Oh, all right, so not as strong as I thought I was. I'm just kidding. I didn't think I'd be able to get that, but it's always worth a shot. So we're gonna come in with the channel locks here on this thing and turn it. There we go. All right, see that? I'll probably come in like this, a little bit easier. And it doesn't matter if you squish this old one, right? We're not reusing this, so give it a couple turns. Take your time. Not a rush, not a race, right? Got that off. Like I said, we're gonna loosen this. I mean, hopefully we're gonna loosen that. Just the same thing. Again, that might be that special tool they say the Subaru techs have to change your oil. There we go. We're gonna take that, just flip that up slowly. Again, this is an important piece if you're not doing the Fumoto drain, all right? All right, so check it out, man. We got our drain plug here, right? Big old 17 millimeter. Now this little washer comes off the end when you take this apart. If you don't put that back on, you're going to leak oil. If you reuse it, it's going to be compromised because it's old. It's an old crush washer, okay? So make sure you get the new crush washer, clean this bolt off, the drain plug off really well, place the new one on, all right? And then clean up your workspace here underneath over there and replace it with the new crush washer. We're doing the Fumoto valve, so let me grab that and we'll talk about putting that on. Okay, so installing this Fumoto engine oil drain valve. All right, we're gonna be doing this. I'm doing an oil change right now. We're gonna talk about the Fumoto. We're gonna install it, all right? Basically, this replaces your oil drain plug. All right, there's a little lever on here. As you can see that lever. When we flip it, so we're open right now, right? We flip this down. You have to press down. So let's get this here. What you do is you push this like down. Yep, so there you go. You press it down and over, and it takes a little bit, and it'll clip down into place. All right, you got a closed valve right there. All right, closed valve, no daylight. And then what you'll do, you have this safety clip that fits over and holds it into place. All right, so what you're gonna do then, once you get that installed, just put this John on there, and you should be good to go. Boom. And what that does, prevents any play. All right, but look, I'm telling you, I just felt this thing. It seems good to go. And don't forget, you're gonna put your washer on there before you put it on. And then once I get this put on, just thread it slightly, and the oil's no longer coming out. I'll be able to move the camera and show you like the rest of this install. It's actually pretty simple. Okay, now Fumoto says hand tighten. Okay, hand tighten it. I just did that. And then you're going to want to go 1/8 to 1/4 of a turn with the wrench. All right, so what you want to do, it's a little awkward. You want to get on this side, all right? Get your adjustable set there. And go 1/8 of a turn. So it's a little bit more. That feels like 1/8 to 1/4 of a turn. I think so. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Now, make sure this is in the closed position. All right. We're gonna get our little lock there. We got these slots here. They're gonna fit over that. All right. So I'm working upside down here, but it shouldn't be too hard. It went on pretty easy last time when I did it out there. Boom. Got our clip in place. Our valve cannot move. All right, this is here. Valve is seated. All right. Verify we're closed. Now let's finish up the oil change. If you've got any questions about the Fumoto, drop them in the comments. All right, now that you got your drain plug put back in or your Fumoto valve installed, whatever route you went. Again, if you did the drain plug, don't forget your crush washer. It's time to put the new oil filter back on and start filling up that oil, all right? All right, OEM filter. All right, I'm gonna take a little motor oil, and I like to rub it around. You rub it around the gasket here, all right? So you put that there. Got our clean filter placement. We're gonna put our filter back on. And this part's important. Tighten it by hand. All right, your Outback. The Outback takes 4.4 quarts of oil, okay? Now, traditionally, if the filter went up, put like a little bit of oil in here, and that would be like your 0.4, right? But that's not how it goes on this one. So we put it there. We're gonna put like 4.4 quarts of oil in this engine, right? So at one point in time, I had a funnel. I don't know where that thing went, man. Who knows? I think I got frustrated with it and got rid of all that stuff at one point. So we're just gonna put some paper towels around here, catch any extra spillage, just some shop towels. That might be overkill, but we'll see, right? We'll see. You know, you got all these hoses and stuff in the way, so you have to get your pour nice and accurate. As you can see, I spilled a little bit. But yeah, we're just gonna dump 4.4 quarts of oil in, run the engine for a minute. Yep, checking that oil. We're between the lines, looking good. All right, so next step, what we're gonna do We're gonna close this back up, right? Clean up your workspace. Check for any leaked, any spills. Look good. All right, clean up your tools, and we're gonna fire this up. What you wanna do, just turn on the vehicle. We're gonna let it run for a moment, all right? Get that oil cycled through. We're gonna turn this off, let the oil settle, and we'll check that oil again. We'll get out of here. All right, let's see what we have here after that oil filter filled itself up, you know, had some oil cycled through it. Clean that off, nice and clean. Clean dipstick to start, right? And we're just going to insert. Oh, there we go. Sit there for a moment. We're going to take a look. There we go. We are between the lines. That is a good oil change, all right? And then, all right. Well, it's official. I'm pretty messy sometimes when I work. We got it on the shirt. I tried. My kids are gonna get a kick out of this. So if you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Everything is linked in the description. Take it easy.